Well, hello friends. Today we are gonna take a viewer request because I got this nice comment here the other day talking about some improvement ideas for the file, no, not for the file manager, for the process manager. And this one here is very interesting, I think. Using a tree view in Delphi, it was possible to add a progress bar to a table cell. And then you would get something that looked like this, apparently. That's pretty cool, right? And of course, we don't really have anything like that in Serenity at the moment. So I thought we would try to do something like this. And actually now, today we renamed the process manager to System Monitor because it was just getting out of hand. We were adding too much non-process related stuff. So anyways, here would be a great opportunity to use one of these, right? Where you could sort of see visualized what you're looking at. So the way I imagined that this would work is that for a specific column, you would be able to set sort of like a painting delegate object that would intercept the painting of all the cells in that column, and it would say like, look, let me paint it. Like, don't worry about it, table view, I'll paint it for you. And then we would set up such a delegate in the system monitor program here to intercept these and put a little progress bar or some equivalent thing. Maybe we'll make it look exactly like this. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, so let's try to do that. So I guess this would go in table view. Or hold on, let's start with where we would use this. So process manager main. Oh, it's system monitor. I have to get used to this now. File systems tab. Okay, so this is we're building up the user interface for that tab. Let's see. And then, which column is this? So I guess we'll say like, this one is the size column right here. So that would be column number 0, 1, 2. So the column numbers, it's a little bit awkward when you're using this sort of runtime generated model that we're doing here with JSON, but we're just gonna have to suck it up and manually compute the column numbers. So we'll say fs table view set column painting delegate 2, and I guess it would be a progress, or I don't know, progress bar painting delegate. Well, I don't know, we'll figure something out, but this will be a good start, and then we should maybe define this class. So let's just put it here. We'll say like it's a public G table cell painting delegate, something like that, and it will have a virtual destructor and also a virtual void paint. And I guess paint will get a painter and a rectangle to paint into, and the model to read from, and index into the model. Okay, so we'll say that this is the prototype for this, let's say. So I'm just going to define this class here, actually, just so that we can keep working on it. The table cell painting delegate public. This one should be override. All right, and here is that. And this thing here is going to be an override where we actually do something. So let's see how this would actually work. So first, actually, let's include the painter, gpainter, so that we can autocomplete and stuff. Okay. So now we've been told to paint. I guess we should extract the data first from the model. So model data index. In our case, we'll just get the custom data, I guess. Or hold on. The data that we're extracting here is the same data that we're generating here. So for the text, we are generating, I mean, actually, like, this text is not even going to matter anymore because we're going to intercept the painting. But we'll still have this, which is this data used for sorting. So it's a numerical representation. So we can use that actually here in this case. So we'll do it this way. Okay, so now we got the sort data. And let's convert it to a uint, no? To int? Is there no to uint? As uint. Well, fine, whatever. Let's just uint then. Okay, and then. Oh, but we need to know what is the max value. So that one is a little complicated. How do we know what the max value is? We don't unless we add a way to provide that. So since we're using this programmatic model here, we're going to have to hack a little way to provide this, I think. Or, yeah. Let's see. Wait. So the issue is that, yeah, if we want to render a progress bar, then we need to know the current value and the max value. So let's have a way to do that, and we'll add a third thingy here that is for a tertiary role. I guess like we can return something for the custom role. So total block count times block size. And here what we'll do is we'll add together both the total block count and the used, or the free block count. And that will add up to the total size of the disk. Does that make sense? Wait. What am I even looking at here? Size. Total block count. Oh, right, yeah, it is. Okay, I'm really confusing myself here. So size is already the total size of the file system. So it's not really possible to have a progress bar in that one unless we want the progress bar to show the used information. Which I guess we could. We could like sort of merge the used into the size one. And we could make it say something different. All right, let's try that then. So let's say that for the sort number, no, I'm confusing myself. How the hell do I want this to work? Oh, this is so confusing. Okay, let's just make progress on it, and then we can make it good later. So let's start with this stuff here that we added this third row. Let's just get rid of that. And let's just say that we'll use a percentage, and then we can have the third row, and it can just be a percentage. And okay, so let me go and define what this thing is about, because it's kind of confusing me here. So this is a massage for custom. A massage for custom. So it's a callback that will be invoked in order to pre-process what we show, or what data you will get when you query the custom role of this model index. A massage for custom. Massage for sort. And yeah, so this is just the way that we call these. So when you call data on the JSON array model, if you ask for the custom data role, if we have a massage for custom, then we will say massage for custom. Otherwise, we'll just return an empty value. Okay. And then here we can get the custom. Okay, and then we can just know here in our program that this will be a number between 0 and 100. So in this case, in the size one, it doesn't really make sense, but we'll do it in a used case instead. So here I'll do const JSON. I'm sorry for being a little bit confused about this. I just had to figure out what it is that I really want to do here. Please sit in the boat. Why does it get so weird? Oh, there we go. And then so it's going to be the percentage. So I guess that's 3 blocks divided by, or no. Let's do this so we get all the numbers right. And it's the used blocks divided by the total blocks. I guess we can do it this way. It's kind of ugly, but what are you gonna do? Not like that. And yeah, an int. Okay, and then return percentage. Okay, J's, fine. Let's see how this works out. And then once we have the number here, so this now should be the percentage. So say like percentage painter dot fill rect. We'll fill it up first with white, I guess, and then we'll make a bar rect, which is at the rect location, and the size of bar rect should be some width and rect height, and the width is the rect width times see, so something like this. Percentage divided by 100. Oh, some real science here. Implicit conversion, blah, blah, blah. Wait, what am I doing wrong now? Double. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then we'll fill that rect with, why don't we fill it with gray? Light gray? Mid gray? Mid gray. It's a good color. Whew, man. I guess maybe this is a start. So let's just try this and see if anything comes up. And oh, and we can actually fill and draw some text also. Let's see, auto text is model data index G model display. If text is string, then we can display it. In the rect, the text as string, text alignment center. Yeah, that's all good. Right. Now, let's take this class, take a little view, and add it up here. Why does it say painter? Oh, that's weird. Well, we'll do like that in the meantime. Okay, so now we just need an API for setting one of these table cell painting delegates on a table view. So set painting table cell painting delegate. Set maybe cell painting delegate. Cell painting delegate. Oh shit, wait, no, it needs a number as well, the column number. Right, so we have the column data. It's one per column, so we can just add it to this guy. We're going to take ownership of this thing actually, so we'll do it this way. Own putter. Cell painting delegate. Okay. Now paint event. Now in the table view paint event, when it comes time to paint the contents of a cell, which is what we do here basically, we should figure out if there is a cell painting delegate registered for the current column, and if so, defer to him, or delegate to him if you will. Okay, so I guess that would be here. So if there is column data dot, no, we didn't get the column data. Column index dot cell painting delegate. Do something like this. Then we'll do one thing, else we'll do the old thing. Okay. And is incompatible, blah, blah, blah. Oh, right, footer. Right, so now we have a delegate. And then what we do is we just say delegate paint this painter, the cell rect, the model, and the cell index. And then we don't paint in the normal way. I think maybe, just maybe, this might work. I am feeling spicy, so let's try this. Phew. I hope it builds. Yeah. I call the API something else. Column painting delegate. Cell painting delegate was a better name. What did we forget? Set cell. Oh, I forgot to implement that function. Right. Gtable view set cell painting delegate. Data column cell painting delegate is move delegate. It's like sometimes it takes a moment for the brain to boot, but there we go. Now, can you finally build, please, so that I can see what this looks like? Just to see if we ended up in the right area. Wow, it's getting a little sluggish to load this program. Well, I think it's on the wrong column, but it's definitely rendering white. Where did I set that thing? I set it on column 2. It should be in column 3, I guess, because 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it should be in the used column. Oh, this looks weird. It should be like that, no? But yeah, so basically the idea here is that the model, you just get told which index to paint, and then you can do whatever you want. And in our case, we stash away the percentage to draw in the custom data role, and then we fetch that out and hopefully render. There we go. Yeah, see, so now we're filling up some percentage there, whatever the percentage is. I don't actually know, but presumably it's like 50 something percent. That's kind of cool. And the rest is white, which I guess, I mean, that's what we specified, right? So maybe we can do some cool effect, do some gradient. Let's get the progress bar gradient, steal that, boom, just borrow it. And we'll do the bar act. Let's see if that looks any cooler. And then, I mean, yeah, let's just see what that looks like. Why is it taking so long to start? Oh, look at that. Come on, come on. Let me open you up. That's kind of neat. I have to say that's pretty cool. So, is it looking quite right? I'm not sure. What did the other one look like that this guy had? It was sort of, it had like a border around the bar. Maybe that would look cool. And it's sort of, I want to look closer at this. Oh, come on, don't do this. Don't be this way, imager. Can I go back to the thing? Okay, we are getting sidetracked here. Okay, so yeah, so it doesn't quite touch the edge. So they wouldn't brush up against each other if we had multiple. So I'd like to do that as well in a nice way. So let's try something there. So with this rect that we get, we could do something like rect dot, oh, it's a construct. Well, let's say it's the argument rect, and then we do auto. Rect is argument rect shrunken to 2. And then we can, as a very last thing we do, we can do a painter draw rect, draw black border. Okay, so we'll shrink the rect a little bit, 1 pixel from each side. Let's do 2, and we shrink 2 width, 2 height, and then we'll make like a little black border. I think that will look cool. At least we'll get we should get something similar to what he has going on here. Okay. Why are these so hard to drag? That's pretty cool. I think that looks pretty cool. Is that kind of what we were going for, I guess? This one also has like the bar here, but I'm not sure I like that one. Yeah. I think it's cool. It doesn't quite look like the progress bar that we normally have though. Let me bring that up. So when it passes through here, this will be quick, you can see that it sort of looks different, and then it has a shadow effect. So we're sort of white text with a shadow when we have the progress bar underneath the text. So I think we should do something similar to that, or we should do exactly that actually, just to make sure that we stay consistent here. And maybe the solution for that is to factor out the progress bar drawing into a helper function so that we can call it from anywhere. When we do things like that, we put them in style painter, which is a sort of agnostic. It's like it doesn't know what kind of widget it's painting into, it just knows how to paint into a pixel buffer. So let's say paint progress bar painter, rect. What numbers do we need? I guess the min, the max, and the value. Oops. So I'll say int min, int max, int value. And I guess also the format. Is there any other stuff here? Min, max, value, format, caption. Caption. Okay, and I guess we can include that. So const string view caption, which can be optional, and then we'll also say, let's see, let's take this and where did we put this? Maybe we should leave this one alone, actually. Well, yeah, we'll leave this alone for now. We'll leave the text drawing logic in progress bar because I'm not sure that I want that outside. But just doing the pixel pushing, we can definitely move that. So I think this prototype will make sense because then what we'll do is we'll call we'll compute the text progress text. Yeah, progress text, right? And then once we have the progress text, we will call the style painter, paint progress bar, painter. Where do we have it? Rect. I guess probably that's the one. M min, M max, and M value. And okay, and let's try to implement this function. Style painter. Okay, so how should this work? I guess we'll start by, where does it start here? Fill the entire widget with the gradient. That's cool. Oh, right, but we were supposed to take the progress text. Just a text. We can let it be optional. You don't have to have a text if you don't want. Okay. And this will be like that. And oh, we need to compute this here as well, but that's okay. Whatever. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And we'll just move this down here. So, we fill the gradient, and then we draw the text. I guess we're drawing the text on top of the gradient at this point. This is kind of interesting how that works. So like first we draw the gradient, and then we draw the text, and then we cover up sort of the missing progress, the hole, and then we clip to the hole and then draw the text once again. So that's cool. But then we should do like if text is not null, then do this, and then we say if text is not null again, then we draw the text one more time. So did we move everything just right? I think maybe we did. I guess we can move this gunk in here. Nice and tightly scoped. Okay. And this stuff actually can go down here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just putting all the pieces in the nice looking places. Okay, and then right. So now we're back here at the progress bar painting delegate, which now would only have to do something like style painter, paint progress bar, painter, rect, min, like that, and then the text is going to be I guess this stuff right here. So I can do something like datum. That's good, right? Because then I think we can throw away all of that. And I don't know, do we need to keep this one? We probably need to keep that to get the little black frame around it, because that might still look cool. But we'll see. I guess this will be a little bit of rebuilding. Because we were screwing with style painter, which is a dependency in a lot of places. It's nice getting these suggestions in the comments, because I don't always get all the good ideas, so I really appreciate when you give me the good ideas. So thank you, commenter with good idea, Mr. Noj Tibor. Well, something here did not go entirely right. The fuck? Oh, because we are clipping the rect and then not restoring it, not restoring the painter afterwards. So the painter stays clipped for the rest of the session. So we gotta restore that. Actually, we can use an RAII object for this, painter state saver. It's kind of neat. Boom. Because if you clip, you gotta undo that clip before you return, especially when you're like a delegate painter, like we are. We're just a helper in this case. So, I mean, I guess we could like clip the painter before it will save the painter and unsave the painter. So this is the wrong order. Also, they're completely full. That's not right. So something here is not working right. But let's find out what that is. Draw text. Oh shit, this logic is all messed up. As text, no, as string. What was I even thinking? This was what I wanted to do. And then we'll have it in here now. 100 percentage. But why did it get so wide though? That's a bit suspicious. Progress width is presumably very wide. Maybe it's a little too wide. Because it looks cool, but it's clearly it's too full. Like these are zeros, so they should not have any progress width. But I like that little drop shadow effect that we have going on there. It's very neat, other than the actual the failure to to show the right progress. So did we break the progress bar widget? Yeah, it looks like we also broke this guy quite badly. So let's see what we did to him. In libgui g progress bar. We're never passing the progress text. Well, that's probably the issue. Okay. And then when it came to fill rect with gradient, rect. And then all right, blah, blah, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so it didn't look right in the widget gallery, so we gotta fix that. Starting with adding back the text, obviously. Then we should figure out why the progress thinks that it's full. So we can do that here. Progress. I would say min, max, value, progress. We don't have can't do this fucking frickin' float. So progress width, we'll do that one. We'll do it as an int. Width. Okay, just give me the info. Oh, this line got a little long here. Okay, screwing with painting code is not the most fun, so let's just try to fix this and move on. I mean, it's not fun to screw with painting code. I guess I just wish that I would figure out these kind of problems a little faster. Okay, so the value looks totally wonk. So what the hell did I just do? Min, max. I forgot to put the max. I guess that explains one thing. But value is very screwy. Why is it so screwy? The percentage to int. I guess we can do this. Percentage. We're gonna figure this all out. Don't worry. All right. I wish I had more tea. And I'm starting to wish I had a keyboard shortcut to get to where I want to here. Okay. So these values here, I guess they are for these guys. Percentage 57. Yeah, so these guys have some like invalid numbers basically as their percentage value. So why is that even? What is the total block count of these file systems? The block count is 0. Wow. Wouldn't you know it? So we're doing a divide by 0, but it's a floating point divide by 0. Maybe that's why it's letting us do it. I don't know. So we'll say if total blocks is 0. Oops, oopsie. Okay. I think that will make more sense of that one. But then the progress width here looks totally right. So why is it not showing right? Oops. Why is this not showing right? Rect width. Okay, wait, let's see if these things match up with reality. Oh, no, not that one. This one. So supposedly right now it's 57, it's 18 pixels wide and out of 33 total, but this is like clearly like 33 total. Because these icons are 32 and like, see what I mean? They're like basically lining up. So the issue is that I guess the whole rect is not working out right. Add clip rect, whole rect. What if we fill that and then add the clip rect? I wonder if we're sort of clipping, if clipping is doing something wrong. Because like we're pretty deep in like this nested painting hierarchy at this point. Like we're painting the window and the window is painting the table view and the table view is painting the cell using the delegate, and I'm not really sure what amount of nesting we're in coordinate space wise here. No, it's still the same. So we don't do any of the white. Why are we not filling the hole? Let's see what the whole rect is. I mean, it's gonna be something stupid. I mean, the problem is gonna be something stupid. I don't know what the whole rect is gonna be. So maybe the issue is that, oh, I see what the problem is. So this painter is not translated, so we are not painting in cell relative coordinates here, but we are just painting in, God knows what relative coordinates we're painting in, honestly. I probably widget content relative. But the clue that we have is that we're getting a rect. So we should just make ourselves relative to that rect, basically. And the easiest way to do this is to just take the whole rect and move, set location, or no, move by the rect location. I think that would do the trick, because then, so basically we were creating this rect at like y coordinate 0 and x coordinate progress width, and it was like up in the top left corner of the table view. But we want it to be like inside the progress bar. Okay, I definitely have to debug why this is taking so long to load. Well, here we go. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Like, what's a good visualization for this? Like, used and available, they're now kind of it's kind of cluttered. Like, I don't know really what to show here. I guess we could show like we could have one column where we say like 286 out of 500. What did we have in that screenshot? Size and size on disk. Oh, I did the thing again. Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, so used and available, they're clearly like kind of redundant. But I don't know which one to remove or which ones to merge. This is so difficult. Maybe I don't have to make this decision right now. Maybe I don't have to. Damn. I think we're just gonna not make the decision, and then I can think it over. So let's get rid of the percentage colon thing. Okay. And then you can leave a comment telling me what I should do, because I'm not really sure about this one. Like, what would be the good way of showing this? Should it be a single column? Multiple columns? Like, do you really need like the full size, the used and the available? I'm not sure, because I got the I took that from like the df output here on my host system, like size, used, and available. So I made those same data columns. And I guess here's the percentage as well, which we also do now. But maybe we don't need all this. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know, because I'm curious. So I guess what we can do instead now is a little patch review. So, geez, it's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's start with JSON array model, because that was a isolated change. Yeah. So what we were doing here is that we are adding the ability to customize the data for the custom data role. So you can set like a callback function for a third callback function on your field spec, and that will allow you to return like arbitrary whatever for the custom data role, which is what we then use for the percentage. Customizing or ad hoc or customizing role custom data. And let's see, progress bar, CPP, and style painter. We can do those separately. Oh, frick. I forgot to check if I actually unbroke the progress bar, the normal one. Okay, so here's the normal one. Let's see if it looks right when it scrolls over. And everything's good. All right. So, libraries, libdraw, style painter. Right, so style painter, paint progress bar. This is basically just the logic from gProgress bar. We just took it out of here, except the text computation. And we yoink it over to style painter. So there's nothing exciting about that, just moving the, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. So let's see, style painter, move, progress bar painting code to paint from the progress bar to here. It will be useful, but we need to be able to paint progress bars without having a widget. Okay. Now, what do we have in the GUI? This is the stuff about the delegate. So let's look at that. So the table cell painting delegate is a very simple, pure abstract virtual class. This is the important function, paint. And you set a cell painting delegate you can set one for each column, and then the table view takes ownership of the cell painting delegate. I think that makes sense. And here's the setter for that. Just stashes it away in the column data for that column. Then here's a little unintentional frickin' white space change. I hate those. I hate doing this also, but like, wait, what else was wrong with it then? How do I see what was wrong? I don't understand what the difference is. Okay, since I don't know what the heck the difference is, I'm just gonna let it slide. But normally I don't like making these white space changes. It's super ugly, but whatever. Okay, so now instead of doing the usual paint every cell, we first check if there's a cell painting delegate for the current column. If so, we defer to the delegate to paint the contents of the cell in the table view. Otherwise, we just go back to doing the thing that we always did before, which is to get the data from the model and then paint it in some appropriate way. But yeah, here we just defer to delegate. That's cool. Okay. Libraries libGUI, gTableView, add a way to customize cell painting per column. We can now set a gtable cell painting delegate per column in gTableView. If a column has a painting delegate, no, 4 columns with a painting delegate set, the view will defer to the delegate for painting each cell in that column. Yeah. Okay. And finally, here's our silly little progress bar painting delegate. Oh, I'm gonna avoid making that stupid white space change. Stupid white space changes. I mean, it's ugly to do this because it looked better without it, but let's not do too many unnecessary white space changes here. Okay, so the progress bar painting delegate is an implementation of one of these guys. It's final because we don't subclass it, and he takes all of these arguments. And we don't need the temporary there for the rect anymore, I think. It's used in 2 places. Oh, okay, then we still need it. And to get s string. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So what we do here is that we get the custom data from the model below, and then here we're adding that 3rd callback to generate the custom data, which is the percentage of used space in this file system. And if the total blocks is 0, then we don't divide by 0. So it's just a little precaution there. And then, oh yeah, and then down here we set the cell painting delegate for the column number 3, which is the 4th column, to one of these progress bar painting delegates. Right. So yeah, so we get the custom data, the percentage, and then we also get the regular display data, which is the 1st callback. So it would be this one here, which is the used blocks times block size. So how much space is used. Right. Yeah. And we just pass it to style painter paint progress bar, and then make a little frame. All right, I think this is good. System monitor. Use a paint used disk space column as a progress bar. This needs to be applied consistently in the rest of this UI, but here is start. I can't figure out what the right look should be right now, so I'm just gonna commit it this way, and we'll work it out later. Okay. That's a little bit sloppy, but I'm okay with it for now. So let's take one last look at it. Why is it so slow? It's so freaking weird. And then of course, it should probably be like a little bigger initially as well. This is a bit weird that it's doing that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right this very moment. I think that's cool though. I think we got pretty close to the spirit, or I think we got to the spirit of the suggestion. So thank you again, Tibor, for the suggestion. And I guess I'm gonna end the video here. So if you saw something interesting, I'm happy about that. And thank you for coming here and hanging out. And all the other stuff that I forget what I usually say right now, but thanks indeed for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye.